the interesting thing about proteins is the act of digesting proteins is a pretty hectic activity. And so when you're trying to eat, let's say 100 calories worth of protein, 20 to 30 of those calories are getting burnt in just trying to digest that protein. And so effectively, if you had 100 calories of protein, your body only got real input, net input is about 70 to 80 calories worth of protein. For fats, if you consume 100 calories of carbs, the body requires to use up about 5 to 10% of that input to digest the carbs. And with fats, it's even less. With fats, it's a tiny amount. The body doesn't have to work very hard. And then the last piece sounds like a simple sentence, but I want to break this up. Protein is the most satiating. What does that mean is you feel the most full. If you had 20 grams of protein versus 20 grams of fat versus 20 grams of carbs, you will find that the 20 grams of protein makes you feel more full than the 20 grams of fat or the 20 grams of carbs. Okay, that is the first part. Protein is the most satiating. But what is that other part? In the least number of calories for a fixed amount of food. Let me sort of break that down. Some of you may know this, but for many people, this might be a surprise that the same amount of 20, let's say I had 20 grams of nuts, or let's say 20 grams of pure protein, 20 grams of pure carb, and 20 grams of pure fat. The protein, 1 gram of protein is 4 kilocalories. 1 gram of carb is also 4 kilocalories. 1 gram of fat is 9 kilocalories. What does that mean? It means if I had 20 grams of protein, 20 grams of fat, 20 grams of carbs, the 20 grams of protein is effectively 80 kilocalories. 20 grams of carbs, 80 kilocalories. 20 grams of fat, 180 kilocalories. Okay? And so if I want to feel the most full, but the least amount of calories, I should have protein because it only gives me 80 calories, but it makes me feel very full.